Hello, welcome back to another Niklaus Gaming video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some of the major things that you need to be doing whenever you log into your account. So, obviously, I've been gone for a little bit again. I wish I was really for a good reason, but I just been rereading some of the books I have, and I just got completely engrossed in them, and I just totally lost time for the last couple days after work, and I just totally forgot to record anything. So, we are back here with this informational video here, just kind of talking about what I do personally, as most people are, Monday to Friday. I'm quite busy. Most of my day is between work and then coming home, relaxing a little bit with the wife, and then going to bed and doing it all over again. A lot of the videos that I do happen to record are pretty much whenever a massive event comes. If someone leaves a comment down below and wants some explanation on something, or just whatever pops into my brain at that point in time, kind of like this one did. Because I was teaching a friend of mine just some of the basic early game stuff as they ended up creating an account, and I just thought, you know what, this would be a good topic to kind of do, especially for the times that you can log in for just a couple minutes at a time. So one of the first things that I really do is I always pull open the little side portion here where it shows my troop training, my tech, my alliance contributions, my heroes, my now pet adventure, along with the life essence collection and my general rewards. So obviously you're not gonna be able to hit every single reward every single second of the day through the storehouse, but for the days that you can, I mean, it could be 5 minutes worth of speeds, it can be 10, etc. And then I think it's once or twice a day. It might be every 12 hours. We also get a nice boost of stamina from the storehouse over here. So that is one thing I always try to do. I always try to collect stamina. It is needed for quite a few events at this point in the game, especially. I wish I had it up on the screen because I don't particularly remember. It's kind of like Lohar's event in Rise of Kingdoms. I just can't remember. But so collecting stamina is really great. It's not like any other game. Stamina appears to be kind of rare in the game, but maybe it's just early game. I'm not entirely sure. But this is definitely one thing I do every single time I log in. Another big thing now is I will make sure that I have some sort of an adventure running. I'm just kind of doing whatever pops up on the screen currently. I'd imagine that there is a better way to do this, but I also don't see any way to really refresh this task in order to make it a purple or a red. One of the easiest things to go ahead and do is just make sure that your research center is running. At this point, I mean, I ended up rage speeding a lot of my tech at one point after the Sunfire Castle battle, and so now I just log in and slow roll it just until something else kind of happens, and it's been working pretty well for me. Obviously, in order to keep your tech going, you either need to purchase the steel through the shop, or you can do another massive thing that you should be doing every time you log in and just claiming your idle income. I mean, let's be honest, it stops collecting after a certain period of time. I think it's either 8 or 9 hours. I think it's a little bit different. I can't remember. And it gives you steel, and a lot of it. I've been able to pretty much keep my research running almost 24/7 at this point. And it has just been really, really simple and easy. Just log in once or twice a day, do that on the days that you're super busy, and boom. I mean, look, I have 3 days on this research right here, and obviously I'm going to collect probably a good 150, maybe a little bit more, 150,000 of the of the steel here, where normally it's in the pack. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on steel where I can get it from free and just kind of slow roll it in the shop. If it's something major or there's a really good pack that comes out for it, sure, maybe, but as of right now, no. Another massive thing is just make sure that your troops are training. At this point, we all know that we need troops. They're gonna end up dying and then coming back, but for every single event in the game, you need a certain amount of troops. Crazy Joe, a great one to have a full 6 marches going, along with being able to send out some troops to the HQ on, I think it's like round 10 and round 20, where you get additional points. It is amazing. I have 1 million troops at this point. I invested quite a lot into troops in the beginning, which did halt some of my progress on the other stuff, but now I'm able to participate in all these events. Even though I do not have the #1 heroes in our server, I'm still able to do very good on the bear because I can set a rally and I can also join 6 rallies. So just having troops training 24/7, or even just upgrading to the new tier, which I might save for the Hall of Chiefs event or whatever that event might be for you guys, but still, it is amazing. The next big thing I do is I always verify that my lighthouse is empty because it refreshes in certain times. I've had some instances where I was able to do multiple instances of the lighthouse at one time, where once I completed, let's say, this beast hunting level 10, another one would pop up. I don't know what the specific rules or regulations are for this, but I try to do them as much as I can as soon as they pop up. It's just easy. It takes a couple minutes. The longest time I gotta wait is for the march time. But I kind of send out the beast hunting ones first, and then I will do the rescuing, and then I will do the journeys. Just nice and easy. The journeys typically take a couple minutes or a couple seconds, and by that time I hit one of these guys, and then I'm able to move on. So, taking a look at another massive thing that we're always looking at is your alliance contribution. So, obviously, with just making sure that your attempts never hit 25 out of 25, you're able to gain these alliance tokens, which in turn, if you go into the shop itself, you're able to get speed ups, you're able to get some shields, teleporters. Sometimes they even pop up with VIP, which has been absolutely amazing and helping me push myself up to VIP 11, which should be coming up here pretty quick. I'm assuming I will hit VIP 11 when I'm going to assume that they're going to do a St. Patrick's Day event, considering that they've hit 2 as of now, which is going to be in about a month. And then at that point, we're going to be very close to SVS, if not already in the middle of it. So either way, alliance contributions, massive. I try to keep my coins above 200,000, even if I have to choose what speeds I want to go for, which ones I don't. As of right now, I really don't need building speed ups, although we are about to get the FCs up here pretty quick. I believe in a couple days. Yeah, in about a week and 1 day. So that'll be fun. Another massive thing that I'm always looking out for is the Tree of Life. So I've noticed that some of these things in here can make a massive difference in just some of your percentages here. Probably more in the late game than in the early game, where we have, the Chief Charms, the laboratory, we have heroes and hero gear and all this additional other stuff. But some of these stats in here where I know I'm a little bit low on a lot of this stuff, which is fine. I have most of the buildings. I'll get there eventually by using the general decoration components, which is going to take a long time for me to do, but so be it. But making sure that my essence never hits the max, which right now I can hold 5,000. So I don't know what the conversion, hold on, let me see. I'm also getting, so let's look at the details. I can't remember exactly. I really wish it would tell me, but it didn't. So I swear it did at one point. I just can't remember. But anyway, at this, just don't let it hit whatever the max is. There should be enough time in between everything, besides maybe if you're sleeping. And it goes for, if you just need to catch up on sleep, just do it. So looking back at this, that is kind of the most important things in the world. If you miss maybe 1 or 2 advanced recruitments a day, what are you gonna do? It's honestly, it doesn't really bother me that much. It is what it is. I know eventually I'm gonna max all of these heroes, especially the purple and the blues, at one point in time. It kind of pretty much like how I have Molly here, Geronimo soon, and we have Flint soon, along with Alonzo will be coming up here pretty quick as well. Just kind of hoarding and waiting to see what SVS is looking like, how much we have to push. Then kind of the final thing, which is just a once a day thing, is going to be just making sure that you do your arena. You can go ahead and get in here. I always get the custom mythic hero gear chest. I might end up doing a couple of the essence stones or maybe something else just to kind of offset what I'm looking and what I'm needing, especially with all of our bear stuff coming in here. So if we go ahead and go out into the world itself, we also have the option to do the auto joining here. Just click it. You're going offline anyway. What are you going to do? If you're in the middle of a workday, make sure it's enabled. It allows your allies to set rallies for you, and you can go ahead and join free of stamina, which is incredible. Set your formation up, set it up to whatever your alliance wants it to. I know every alliance is a little bit different. I don't think ours is really picky about this yet, as we have quite a few players who are very high in their rallies, or the rally capacity, which is absolutely amazing. Right now, I'm already at 17 out of 50 for Polar Terror, and then 1 out of 50 for Gina's Revenge, which I will probably push to max here pretty quick. I believe that is kind of everything that I do, and I really recommend to do when you are just offline or logging in just for a couple minutes a day, periodically, just making sure that your account is staying up to date, progressing. And the only last thing I will say is, if you're not doing anything, you're maxed on your rallies, send out some farmers. This game makes it super easy to farm. Look, if I wanted to go ahead and farm a full node, it's going to take me 6 hours and 18 minutes. I did the math on this before, but I'll do it again. I only farm for food along with wood because of how easy it is. So if I'm doing 14 million times 6 marches, it is 84 million resources in 6 hours and 18 minutes. That's not bad. And I do have the gathering buff on here, which is only 600 gems for 24 hours. For someone who is, a spender, a whale, whatever, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. And then the rest of the backpack, I just use these custom chests in order to get the coal and the iron. I always think that those two are some of the harder resources to get, but obviously, look, I'm sitting on 2 billion meat and 2 billion wood between what I have in my inventory and that just from farming for a little bit. If you guys watched my last tier 10 training video, you know that I pretty much went through a good portion of my stock. And now I'm sitting here already with 216 million coal and 116 million iron. And whatever the heck I have in those packages. So just doing all this stuff is just super easy. And it's beneficial to you, to your alliance members, to everyone. So those are just some of the general things to keep it up to date. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Leave a comment down below if you want to see another informational video like this, something a little bit different. I do know I have a video or two lined up. I also do have the Sunfire Castle that I recorded off of my phone. It's just taking a little bit longer to upload than what I would have imagined. But anyway, I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.